Carrie.
And I'm Tim.
And we thought we'd take a few minutes to tell you the sad tale of our Jayco.
Very sad.
Yeah, we're going to miss it a lot.
But yeah, it's been really good. We've only owned it about a year, but we've really enjoyed it. We've really enjoyed the floor plan, and been good for our kids and grandkids who've buffed along. But the sad tale is we live in Austin, and we went through Hurricane Harvey. And here it wasn't bad, just a lot of rain, but we got a lot, probably 3 days of just nonstop rain. And no big deal there, except that where we live, we can park our RV in the back, which is really nice. So we built a little pad for it. So our backyard goes down quite a bit, so by the time you get to the back of the pad, it's probably a good 4 or 5 foot drop, probably a 4 foot drop. So if you happen to be working in the yard, it's pretty easy to see kind of underneath the RV. Otherwise, you don't see under it that much. So we're out working in the yard probably a day or two after Hurricane Harvey, doing a little bit of cleanup. Again, it was not bad here except for all the rain. And we noticed that the underbelly of the RV was in the front, actually under the bedroom, which was a little weird, was bulged down. And we do level our RV, so we won't really, it's not like it should have been. And we looked under, and Carrie said, hey, we must have a leak, a water leak or something.
Yeah, you hear nightmare tales about water leaks in RV, and I was like, oh no, what are we going to do? So Tim went over and poked around, and we could tell it had dried out, but definitely sagging way more than it should.
I mean, really sagging, so much so that the undercover, we have a 4 season, so it's sealed underneath, and that seal had popped all the way out. You could peek your head and your eyes in and look underneath the flooring. And so we could look underneath there. It was all dry. Just like 2 days after it quit raining. But you could see where it was wet, but it was really bulged down like it had been really full of water.
Yep, so we decided to go ahead and take it in to the service center that we use, that we get really good service from. And see, go ahead and bite the bullet. We should say who it is.
But it's Crestview RV in Buda, and we really appreciated them. That's where we bought the RV, and both their sales and their service has been really good. We really appreciated working with them.
Yep.
But unfortunately, in this case, when we pull it in, I'm thinking water leak. They will just go under there, find the plumbing leak, fix it all back up. And first thing I did when I pulled in, the guy who looked at it, his name is Matt. Matt looked at it and said, "That's not good." And he said, that's not a water leak. A water leak would not cause it to bulge like that. You've had, a lot of water come under there, and I'm guessing it was from all the rain. Again, this is about a week after Hurricane Harvey when we finally got it into the service. And so he says, something's wrong with the roof. Did you hit something or whatever? And I said, I don't remember hitting anything. I think I ended up calling Carrie even on the phone and said, did you remember hearing anything? But the funny and sad part of the tale is that when he's looking underneath, he said, there's something wrong with the roof, and we're looking up and we don't see any damage at all. And then he notices where the gutters are. There's small gutters on the side of the roof so the water doesn't come down and drench everybody going in and out. Instead, it directs it off to the sides. And he says, look up there, I think that's broken. And so I looked, and from the ground looking up, you could barely see it sticking out. If you weren't looking for it, you wouldn't have realized it had ripped out. But he climbs up on the roof and goes, and he's looking and says, yeah, this is clearly broken and torn. And he's kind of showing me up there. And he's like, you sure you didn't hit anything? And I said, I don't remember us hitting any trees or anything. And he said, I don't see any damage either that would indicate you ran into something, but it's clearly ripped out. And then all of a sudden he stops and goes, you will not believe this. And he pulls out a bird feather, and it's a down of a bird feather. And he says, man, I think you hit a bird. And so we are now the famous owners of the RV that had a bird strike, like
just
a jet having a bird strike.
Completely take it out.
the good thing is, since we're on an RV, we weren't having to make an emergency landing. But the sad thing is, because it ripped the roof, and then the water came down and got the underbelly soaked. By the time they looked at all what it take to get it repaired, the insurance came back and said, sorry, we have to total your RV.
We are so sad. We really enjoyed having this RV. We've averaged at least once a month since we've had it. And loved it so much. We shared it with our kids, and some of our kids went out and bought their own. So we have turned into an RV family, and we are gonna miss this so much. It has been a wonderful thing for us.
Yeah, I don't know much else to say except that probably the only other thing that was kind of interesting is that we, just for grins, had gone to an RV show while we were waiting to hear back from the insurance and stuff. And while we're at the RV show and we're looking around at different types of RVs, and again, it's really just kind of fun, a weekend to get out and have fun because we couldn't go RVing. And we walked away from that going, you know, we bought the right RV for us. I mean, there's some things we would do a little different just because we realizing that our youngest kid is 16 and most of the rest are in college or have graduated from college. And with the ones that we thought we'd go with that had the grandbabies have their own RVs, so we tend to both go together now in our RVs. We kind of thought, you know, it wouldn't be bad to get a smaller RV if we were going and doing it again. But you know, after looking around, we're like, we'd stick with what we have for quite a few years before we'd even look at that. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
not the case.
So we are in the market for another RV and trying to decide exactly what we change, what we do different, and I don't know that we do a whole lot different our first purchase because this has been the right one for us. But it's interesting to think about what we might want in our next one. But tomorrow's going to be a sad day. Insurance is coming to take it away. I'm not sure I can watch.
No, it'll be sad. But you know, someone who can come in and do the right repairs to it will you know, no doubt be able to for a lot less money. It won't probably depending on how they repair it. It may not be a 4-season anymore because they may choose to remove insulation and stuff. The roof actually has been partially repaired, so. But it'll be a nice RV for someone else who can do the extra work and wants to do that. And but beyond that, yeah, maybe we'll do an episode later talking about what we would do different in purchasing an RV.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll do that after we buy one.
Yeah.
We can tell you what we ended up with.
Yeah, that would be good. So that's our sad tale of our first RV.
All right, so until we meet again, we will hopefully see you on the road.
Bye.